Why, howdy folks, welcome to Mower Mike's. Today I'm going to show you a very cheap option to upgrade your lawnmower with one of the coolest upgrades you can do. We are going to be adding a suspension seat to the lawnmower. Well, I've got a couple of seats, about 150 bucks off Amazon, and we're going to look at all the different options to show you how to install it. Also, I'm going to talk to you real quick about how to score a fancy new seat for your lawnmower super cheap. Now you're like, why would I want to do this? Well, if you're like me, you always dream to be a truck driver. You get in the big semi trucks, they all have suspension seats. Or you go drool at the fancy lawnmower dealer. You know what I'm talking about, the Gravely or the Ferris dealer, where you're looking at the $10,000 to $15,000 lawnmower. What do they all have in common? They have these suspension seats, which are so freaking cool because they take a lot of bump out of your mowing. So what we're gonna do next, we're gonna zoom in on both these seats, suspension seats, and we're gonna show you how they bolt up and give her a test. So stay with me. You are now looking down at a bird's eye view of my brand new 2 suspension seat options from Amazon, along with a brand new Gravely seat. Now, why do I have 2 suspension seats? Well, this brand is the TICSEA, TICSEA, and they do these suspension seats for lawnmowers, and they put them on forklifts, pretty much everything you can imagine. And they have 2 models. One is about $15 more expensive because it comes with slider rails. So that way you can adjust it back and forth. And it comes with a little lever, which we'll talk about that next. The other one does not come with that. So that one is meant for either if you don't want the seat to go back and forth, or if you already have that mechanism on there, which this Gravely seat does. So I'm gonna be using this one, but we will show you this one. Now, right now they are both upside down. You're looking at the bottoms of them. This is where it bolts to the base of the lawnmower, the base of your seat. What we want to do first is look at the part that bolts to the actual seat itself. So each one of them is going to have a plate like this that unbolts. It's got 4 13mm bolts. So our first step is to take this plate off, because these things are stupid heavy, and I want to go ahead and bolt this to the base of the actual seat as our first step. Now, one thing you will notice is that the instruction manuals come straight from China, and they totally blow. You get a diagram and a few words here. So we're gonna walk you through step by step. I've been staring at these for a while, and I think I've got it figured out, but just as a disclaimer, I have never done this, so you are learning with me. So with that, we've got our plate off. Just recognize the little cutout goes to the front. And so the next step is that we are going to take this Gravely seat, flip it upside down, and look how this plate would bolt to the bottom of this guy. Now, this seat is not one you would find on Amazon. It is not a cheapo you find at Tractor Supply. I'm gonna share with you a little secret about finding awesome, brand new lawnmower seats. I went to the Gravely dealer, and they have a stockpile of brand new seats, because what they're doing, they're taking their brand new Gravely's, Ferris's, steel mowers, and people are upgrading to a suspension seat. And when they install a suspension seat, it comes with the seat and everything. So they're taking the stock seats off, selling them second hand. So if you want to score a sweet, brand new sweet seat, I suggest you go to your lawnmower dealer, the more high-end dealers that are swapping them out for suspension seats, and see if they've got one. This one came from Outdoor World outside of Fort Worth. Really cool place. So then they had a ton of them. So with that, let's go ahead. I'm going to flip this thing upside down, and we're going to start wrenching. So what I've done, I've gone ahead and pulled the stock one. This is the one that was currently on the lawnmower. And as you can see, it's a much more simple contraption. My dear buddy Bob, it looks like he's already ripped the tracks out, and it's just bolted straight to the seat. With this thing, it's not hooked to anything. So this should be much more simple to bolt up. And you can see it just is going to bolt up right here to the tracks and allow it full range of motion. And we'll go ahead and get rid of this little bar. So I'm going to go ahead and unbolt this and see how it fits on those tracks. All right, folks, this seat project is slowly turning into a complete cluster, as you can see. On the stock seat, because my buddy Bob does not believe in keeping his lawnmower out of the rain, you can see everything is rusted underneath here, these little rusted bolts. So you might have a seat that's rotten, and when you turn it, the bolts, you're trying to get them undone, but let's see, they just spin. Now, a couple of them I've been able to kind of lean on it, but this one, you see, I just can't. So we're gonna try a couple things. I'm gonna try a force method and just try to rip it out of the seat itself. Well, that worked pretty dang good. I can see right there, we ripped that bolt straight on out of there. So if you have a rusty seat, don't be scared to put a little force on her. So we've got this thing free, and we'll see if we can get her to bolt up. Okay, and what we're gonna do next, we're gonna bolt the Tracs to the base. You would think this would be a very simple operation, but the Chinese have made this very, very complicated with minimal instructions. So what I'm gonna do is walk you through how we do it. Now, first you wanna find the bolts that line up. I've found that in order to line up to this Gravely base, the inside track of bolt holes is the way to go. So you go ahead and line it up with where you want to go. And then you pick your bolts. Now, the bolts that you need to use to bolt the Tracs down are the middle-sized bolts. You got short, long, middle. Pick the middle-size bolt, and then what you do is that you're going to drop it through there. But what I've learned is that even though we are using Tracs, the Trac kit comes with spacers, smaller spacers than the non-Trac kit, but you must use spacers underneath here. So what I'm going to show you is that we use spacers right there to line up, and then you go on top like so, and you go ahead and bolt her down. Now, another little trick that I've learned, so you're going to use that right there, bolt down, and then you're going to find your lock washer. No, your washer and your lock nut to go underneath. But also another issue I found was like, how in the world do you get to the underneath of here? Well, what you do is that you can unhook the skirt. As you can see right here, you just pull it off there, that little rubber thing, and then you've got all the room in the world to work it. So again, make sure you use the inside track, make sure to line it up with your base to know which holes you do, and use the same holes when you go across each side. You can see right here, we've gone ahead and bolted her down with that spacer right there. And on this one, you're gonna bolt this, then you're gonna pull this up, or pull it down, push that back, and then put your other bolt right there. So I swear we're getting close, folks. Stay with me. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten this down and not bore you to death, and then we're gonna bolt it to the base. All right, I swear we're getting into the home stretch. I can see right here, we've got our Tracs all bolted up and tight with the spacers. Our next step is to go ahead and move this over to the bottom of the seat, because this is the base. Now, in order to do this, I'm gonna go ahead and adjust these all the way forward-ish. That way they're equal on both sides. You can eyeball both sides. And I'm doing it all the way forward because I really wanna adjust it where this seat can go back as far as possible, because I have fairly long legs, if you didn't notice. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna go ahead and line them up. Look at that. This is actually working out. You can see right there where the holes are. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull it all the way forward, right about there. That way I can get the max backwards space on this lawnmower. All right, now in order to do this, what we're gonna do now, we're gonna take the short bolts and we're gonna slide them up from underneath. I can see right here, you're gonna have to have it pulled out forward like this to start. Just slide it up underneath. What you're gonna see is that there is a recess spot right here, but what they do, they give you some pretty fat, strong washers to go over that, and we're gonna go ahead and bolt that down like so. And then on the back side, once we get that done, we would move it backwards and do the same thing back here with our little bolts. Come on. So you may have to do some adjusting as you go along, and let's see, try not to lose your bolts and slide it in just like so, as I said. So we're gonna go ahead and bolt this sucker down, try not to lose clips or whatever that was. All right, again, just make sure they're equal on both sides, tighten it up, and your next shot, we're gonna go ahead and flip this over to reinstall the seat. Okay, so we got everything hooked up here. One of the final steps is that you've got this knob, and what that does, it slides on here, and this adjusts the tightness of the spring, so it makes it either harder to spring back or looser to spring back depending on your weight. And it's got this little tiny clip, and you'll see on here, it's got a little place for the clip to slide in there like so. and it'll go ahead and just snap on in there. And then once we get that dude in there, we're going to do the final step. Right? It's about time I brought the lawnmower onto the set. I can see right here we got that Mower Mike's personal lawnmower. I love Gravely's. This is the 52-inch XD version, commercial with a Kawasaki FR691V on the back, 23 horse, dual cylinder. Just a great, great lawnmower. Now, the next step, which I've already done, is I've mounted the seat onto the lawnmower, and since I went back to the stock seat brackets, it mounted up just the same way I took it off. These Gravely's have 2 pins on the front, just slides right in there. It is much, much heavier though. Also, do not put the seat on before you mount the lawnmower, and I am going to show you why. Now, the first part is that it is already about 30 pounds heavier than your stock seat without the seat. But also, let's go ahead and zoom in down here. I'm gonna show you the mount and how everything looks. It is already looking good. This is definitely gonna add a little elevation to my seat. Let's go underneath here. I can see right there, you've got your 2 pins. They slide in there from the outside, a couple of little clips right there. But when you put it on, be extra careful for your seat switch. And make sure to feed it through the front right there so you don't pinch it underneath like I did. And one thing you're gonna notice, your seat switch no longer reaches all the way up. But thankfully, on our new seat, it comes with a little extender. So all this does is it plugs into your current seat switch. You got 2 females right there and a male right here. And it's going to slide out the front end and hook down and switch her in. Now, what I'm gonna do on the final step, I'm just gonna go ahead and slide this thing back on to our suspension seat setup. If you remember how we took it off, it's just 4 bolts that are already pre-drilled. This is all stock setup from the suspension seat. So it'll just slide back on and we're gonna bolt her up. So I'm gonna skip that step because I've only got 2 hands and I'm getting tired of this video. I know you guys want the final shot to see what she looks like. Boy, I tell you what, this is a whole different machine with this seat on here. It does work. It takes the bumps out and it really smooths it out. But I have to be honest with you, I am so much higher than the stock seat that it kind of throws off. I don't know, it just feels a little different. Maybe it's something I'll get used to. If I ran this seat, I would definitely have to raise the handlebars here on the Zeroturn, which you can do. They do have adjusters. But yeah, let's just look at the seat height. Now, I'm a pretty tall fella, but it's still a little tall even for me. So if we're looking at the seat height here, we're at 21 inches from the base. So it is a good option, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do a separate video on this here. This is a low profile one from Trac seats, made in USA. It looks like it's a much more quality version, and we're gonna try to install this on the same lawnmower and see how it compares and see if it'll bring down that seat height just a little bit. But hey, it was fun. If you want to run this, it is the cheapest option. I'll put Amazon links down below, and also we'll put a link to my new video. So with that, the seat mystery continues. We are going to figure this out. So until next time, Mower Mike's out.